Okay, in this video, let's take a look at So Yeon Ryu's golf swing. I really wanted to do a video of her golf swing for a while now, and so seeing her up on the leaderboard at the Avion, perfect time to do that. Now, she didn't play as well in the final round, but let's take a look and see what might cause her some trouble with her golf swing, certainly through impact and through sort of post-impact. So setup looks good, obviously a little, great posture, great fundamentals. The takeaway a little wristy right there, which could cause some synchronizing problems, certainly the downswing as she gets it to the top. And she has interesting rhythm or quickness issues sometimes at the top. She gets it to the top, lifts it a little. It looks like it's going up there, and she lifts it a little bit at the top and gets a lower body move sometimes super quick. And as she comes down, that right elbow gets on her hip as she's coming down. And at this point, if she was doing more of a typical rotator, this back shoulder would tend to drive under and keep that elbow back trailing. And that would allow her to get more face control on the way through. She tends to ride high with that right shoulder. And as she starts coming through here, the hips are certainly clearing, but the right shoulder rides high. That elbow gets out and flips, and it sends the club this way, out off the plane sometimes. And there's a big flip there. She slams the brakes on with the hips. Upper body also slows down quickly, but with, like I said, the right shoulder that high, the arm gets out from behind her too quickly sometimes, and she loses control of the ball. From this angle here, we can really see it. She winds it up there. It's going up on a good angle. A little extra lift there at the top. That quick move of the hips. Sometimes just looks a little bit out of sync. Looks very simple a lot of times when she's playing well, but it does look a little out of sync sometimes. And here she comes down. And notice that right shoulder staying up there. The lower body, or the upper body rather, just stops very abruptly. And there the elbow gets from behind the hip to in front of the hip, flying out there on the right side. And that right there, a very interesting look where the upper half is rotating on top of the lower. But sometimes she does lose that club face, slam shut, misses him to the left. So this one here we can see directly down the line. There's a club a little bit up in the air quickly there. Back to the top. Shorter swing here than some of them. I think when it's shorter, she probably has more control. When it gets longer, she sort of gets out of sync, out of position. This one shallows pretty nicely. Doesn't quite get back to the plane. And like I said, here we have this right elbow caught behind the ribs. And there it slides in front. Now, sometimes, like I said, it gets more and more behind, which then sends it more and more in front, coming this way. And of course, that face is going to radically rotate left when that happens. Typically, a player who's in this position here, this right shoulder is going to drive under more. That keeps the elbow behind more. And the more they drive underneath, like a Joaquin Neiman or somebody, they can really drive forward, keep the hands in front, keep the face square. Through impact, this one, like I said, with the right shoulder riding high, the elbow is going to get loose and flip. And you can really see that in this position here with those hands really rotated over. One last look from this angle with an approach shot. Shorter move with the iron, of course, so less of a lift at the top, a little better sink. And like we said, here's that right elbow on the back hip. And certainly a steeper shoulder plane with the irons because she's already starting more bent forward. That looks better. But even still, there's a lot of rollover sometimes in those hands. And it can get away from her. Obviously, she's great. 1 6-time, 1-2 majors. But sometimes that rhythm must be trouble for getting everything synced up at the bottom. This one here we can see in the downswing, really highlighting that look where the elbow gets caught here. And then really flips out right there. You can see in that one frame how much it gets out away and rolls away from the body, which will then have the same effect on the club face. Like I said, if she's in sync, good things are happening. If she's out of sync and out of rhythm, that much rollover is going to be tough to control. But when she has it going, obviously putt's great. Great concentration, great mental game. to get some of those wins. But now, hopefully she can figure this out and get back on that leaderboard. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button as well. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.